Hello, I'm Matt Guff from House.com, and this is a 2017 K2 Turbo Dream Snowboard. It's an all-mountain deck designed for intermediate to advanced level riders that like cruising the whole mountain. This is considered to be that kind of like quiver of one deck that does it all really well. It's a directional shaped style board with a setback stance of 3/4 of an inch and an all-terrain profile shape. All-terrain baseline, from what K2 calls it, means that the board is flat underneath and in between the feet and outside of the insert packs. Towards the contact points, the nose is going to gradually rock up. The same thing with the tail. The cool thing about the all-terrain baseline is it has a very smooth transition zone where those contact points are. And it also has what's called tweak ends, nose and tail. That means that this whole surface is completely rideable. Now the nose is going to be a lot bigger than the tail, of course, because that stance has been set back, which means it's going to swoop nice in deeper snow. It's kind of meant to be ridden in one direction. Of course, you can ride it switch, but for most people that ride, that kind of all-terrain or kind of like big mountain, usually they just kind of point it one direction. Inside of this thing is going to be a WH3 wood core. It's a combo of, I believe, beech and poplar, and then in between the feet, the board actually has honeycomb kind of pods, two of them that run in between those rails. And then, of course, there's going to be a wrap of ICG 10 glass that's Triax on top, Biax on bottom, with a little bit of carbon in between. So, K2 says this thing's about a 5 on that flex rating scale on the 1 to 10. I would say I'd boost it up almost to a 7. This is a pretty responsive board. It may feel a little bit loose on the nose and the tail, like if you put your weight forward or back, just because of that little rocker section. But like when you're like standing bolts, like right over the top of the center of the board, this is pretty aggressive. On the bottom, you'll notice that there's going to be a lot of die cuts. Of course, it's going to be ultra fast. It has a center base. Make sure you keep it waxed up, and then there's that 360 wrap standard steel edge. This is a really cool board, and it does have additional laminate as well on that nose and the tail. It kind of stiffens it up just a little bit. It's actually a carbon web 1. It's basically like a web of carbon that radiates from the bindings out to those contact points. So it kind of makes it a little bit more stiff. A lot of times with bigger mountain boards, the big noses kind of get wobbly. It's kind of nice to have an additional carbon beyond that ICG 10 with fiberglass in the nose to just kind of keep that chatter down. This is the Turbo Dream. Turbo is an awesome word. You feel like you're riding something that's made out of turbo. With this thing, it's the Turbo Dream for 2017. Make sure to check it out, thehouse.com. Subscribe to the channel and watch some more videos. And of course, feel free to leave a comment or a question below. Thanks for watching. Peace.